Right, hello. Excuse for some issues. So, right, I'm just going to switch them off. I'm trying to run the stream for the first time from my laptop instead of. Well, it's on the Xbox, but I'm telling it what to do basically from the laptop. So, um, yeah, it's just lagging on the laptop. So, bear with me a second. If I get rid of that, actually. Go. Looks like it's running better now. Excellent. I've just posted some prediction if you want to get involved in that. Regards, prediction is: do you think if TTV Glads will take pole position for today's race? It's a simple yes or no. So I hope that's all come out alright. So again, it's the first time I've ever done it, so I hope it's all working fine. Other than that, we didn't miss much, so nobody's actually on a hot lap as of yet. Winter and ride with him. Just right, okay. All looks good so far for Winter Place. Comes through a little bit of a moment out of the right-hander there. Just has a little wobble, won't affect him too much. Comes down. My favourite circuit, by the way, Baku. Easily one of my best circuits of the game, but it's certainly my favourite as well. Absolutely every challenge you could possibly hope for, really. One circuit, which is great. Lead up now, sweeping left-handers all flat out, so you get up into hard braking for the left-hander. Got to be so careful. Look how close he came to the wall. Never actually touched it. Extremely close though. And it's so easy. It only takes making a mistake once around there, and you're into the wing or even a wheel. Even that, what should be a simple left-right, takes absolute maximum concentration, and then you get a sort of respite before you start your next lap. As you charge down the straight. Winter Place gets us started in a way, and he's on a 1:40.009. That's a good first lap from Winter Place. There's a couple of Ferraris heading down, so Tesco goes 41.1. I think the other Ferrari was on an out lap, so they've just started, maybe getting a tow. Ghost Rider over the line, 2.6. Bob Dylan, 41.3. Oh, there it is. Mackey's gone 41.8 on the mediums. Fentos in the Red Bull then goes P2 for 140.5. Second guy into the 140s. And Gary's just coming down now in the Haas, also on the mediums, so let's see what Gary can do. It's 140.5 on the mediums, that's nice. Gary puts in P2 for the moment. So our prediction man then, Glads, and he take Glads take pole position. He's heading down towards the line now. He's doing his first lap on mediums, so Glads comes across the line on 39.6 on the mediums. That's a very good lap. That may go against him taking pole though, because he may settle for that and start on the medium tyres. Christo, who's the other one? Yeah, Christo will be next across the line on a hot lap, so he's had a bit of traffic by the looks of it. They're well out the way though. It looked like he was... Yeah, he's not had his power switched on, so clearly it's supposed to be a hot lap, but he's clearly just warming up for the next lap instead. So we'll go Striking Shamrock, who is on a hot lap. He's on the medium tyres at the moment. And into right-hander, into Castle. Just loads of curve, which is brilliant through there. Should give him a good exit in the climb up the hill. Hard braking left-hander we mentioned earlier. And through there. Again, close to the wall. Not as close as Winter Place was, but still close to the wall. No touch though. A bit wide out of the final corner. We'll just inhibit getting on the power slightly. Not final corner, sorry, this is the final corner. Well, technically this is the final corner, but you know what I mean. Down the main straight then opens up the DRS on the medium tyres, and it's a 140.084, which puts in P3 for the moment. Again, it's a good lap on the mediums. Here we got then on hot laps at the moment. Silver Eagle heading down towards the line. He moves into P6, 140.6 on the medium tyres. North's just come out of the... Or he's just coming into the left-right onto the straight. The Alpine Idle North on the soft for his first run. And it's P12 for Idle North, 142.6. Christo is showing us on an out lap, so he actually pitted at the end of that lap in the end. Saw him on. Let's just have a look then, see if we can find anybody who's up at the moment. Drunken Shamrock is showing us a 10th.5 up at the end of the first sector. He's now out on the medium tyres. Or he's going again on the medium tyres, one or the other. Yeah, now half a second up. He's on for challenging TTV Glads for provisional pole. Oh, he just catches the wall on the first part of the left-right. Oh, yes, he did pit. Shamrock, he was on a provisional pole lap, no doubt about it. Yeah, Idle North's up at the moment. Sector 2, 8 temps up. So heading towards a 41.8, which would see him about P10. It's obviously still a chance to gain plenty of time through the final sector. It's onto the main straight, heading down towards the DRS zone. Opens that up, and he'll cross the line for... He goes P11. Displaces Ghost Rider into P11 on a 41.9. Christo then now on the hot lap again. See what he can do. He's back on a fresh set of softs. That's what he had coming through Castle at the moment. Just touch the wall. Effectively the last lap. crosses the line, goes P7, just ahead of his Ferrari teammate, Tesco. RKA then. RKA. That was a waste every week, I don't think, but so RKA. Through that left-hander, sets 1 and 2 yellows. You can see on the map that's just someone getting out of the way, so nobody's hit a wall or anything, which is good. I'm sure we lost Simlino so earlier on. Tired out early. I don't know if that was actually happened before I managed to get in, so whether he had an incident or whether he's actually just decided to start from the back, maybe because it's Baku. Some people do take that decision. So RKA goes fastest then, provisional pole 39.5 on the soft tyres. Just see, Christian again. Baz at the moment is quite nicely up so far. See what he's like at the end of sector 2. Goes into Castle now. So tight, isn't it? But it's one. It's got to be one of everybody's favourite sections of the calendar, surely. Despite how difficult, it's a high degree of difficulty. But if you don't love driving Castle, I think you're probably playing the wrong game. Comes down now. Cross the line of sector 2 is 4.5 temps up. So he's heading into the 140s. Somewhere around P8 at the moment. So currently 12th. It's going to cross the line. And he moves into P9 in the end by just 9,000ths of a second behind Christo. As Drunken Shamrock goes fastest in the Mercedes, 139.2. Down to some of these guys. People heading towards the line. So this is RKA. He's on an in lap. This is the other Mercedes of Bob Dylan. He's on an out lap. So Tesco then. Tesco goes way faster than he'd been before and goes P6 in the Ferrari. Nice lap, Tesco. Who's this? This is Silver Eagle. Heading down the start-finish line straight now. Oh, he's into the pits. Always happens. Who's this one? This is Ghost Rider. He's well down. He's on his way into the pits as well. There is a Haas. So this is Winter Place starting a lap. Current champion. Haas teammate up in P2 at the moment. So let's see what Winter Place can do about it. Chuck himself in the mix for a possible pole position. Drunken Shamrock Simon 39.2 is getting into the realms of very quick. The yellow flags is nothing to worry about. So there's no stop cars. So which place? Really decent so far. That's brilliant through the castle section. Doesn't use any curb on the exit there, whether he wasn't able to get on the power quite so quick or not. He's coming up to the end of sector 2 now. It's just down at the end of this little bit of straight. And he's half a second up. So he's aiming for P3 here. Doesn't need a huge improvement to take P2 off his teammate. Can he do it? So he does. He goes P2 just ahead of his teammate by half a tenth. Quite literally half a tenth, exactly. Let's go then to the man that we're making a prediction on today. Drunken Shamrock retires out, Gary retires out. So TTV Glads, can he do it? He's currently leading the championship. It's down towards left-hander. That's good through there. He's not used the inside curve, which is ideal. Good exit. He's half a second up. He's on target for pole position. Just to help him out, he's going to get a tow all the way down the straight as well. This is surely going to be pole position on TTV Glads. Heads for the line. And indeed, 1:39.0. Anyone still going who could beat that? A couple of attempts up. So, I will say, guys, at the break between qualifying and race, I will turn the laptop off, I think, and do it from the phone as I usually do. Wanted to give it a go. There's a few extra things you can do, like the prediction, which you can't do on your phone, so I wanted to give it a go, but it looks like it's just taking up a bit too much Wi-Fi, so having the two things running. There's the phone I can do off the phone network instead. So Fentos then target for an improvement. Does he keep that going? He's heading for. It's an improvement from RKA, but stays P5. So Glad's obviously not. So Glad's takes pole position. Silver Eagle P2 to place 4, RKA and 5. Fentos 7th, Tesco 8th, 9th. I'll do the rest of the rundown when we come back. I will be switching my laptop off though and going to light stream on my phone instead. But it's not working. So here we go then. So yeah, Bob Dylan was Baz P12. Vito's 15, and Leno, who didn't set, well, Vito and Leno didn't set a time, will start 15th and 16th. Instance, I doubt there is any really forward there, with nothing of real interest. So, yes, there we have it. That Right then, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put you onto the break screen and then get myself set up so I can do it from my phone. I'll be back in time for the formation lap and have to take a look at the standings then. See you in a moment. Okay guys, countdown's not started just yet. I thought I'd take this opportunity to take a quick look at the standings. Should be coming up onto your screen now. Just going to get them up on my phone so I can actually see them, because at the moment I can't. Right, F1 standings. Here we go. So, currently got, as you can see, on the left is the driver standings. Glads is currently leading the way with 50 points in the AlphaTauri, followed by Tommy Real in the Williams, but he's not with us tonight. Junkin Shamrock is. He's currently P3 on 42 as they start the formation lap. As we know, it's quite a long lap, so we've got plenty of time. Silver Eagles P4. Ventos joint with him on points, actually. Joint 4th. Winter Place is 6th. Idle North 7th. JD Racer, Christo, RKA and Gary fill out the top 10. As far as constructors are concerned, obviously AlphaTauri are leading the way by 17 points. Over Red Bull, currently P2. Ferrari in 3rd with 46. Williams just one behind them on 45. Aston Martin on 41. Haas on 36. Alpine 33. McLaren 31. Merc and Alfa Romeo joint 9th on 26. Standings give you an idea of who to watch out for this evening. So I'll just get some details up on the screen. So, should be back to the game screen now. Just have a quick look at tyres. So the whole top 10 all qualified on the softs, so they don't have a choice. In fact, the whole grid qualified on the softs, but outside of the top 10, 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th have all opted for medium tyres. So that's Christo, Baz, Ghost Rider and Idlenorth. Then 15th and 16th, Vito and Leno have been disqualified from the formation lap. Vito starting on hards, Leno's gone the other way and gone with softs, so we'll see. High degree of difficulty for the track here at Baku. Safety car risk, medium to high. Tyre wear, high, but can be done on a one-stop. Expect to see, I would imagine most of the drivers are probably fueled expecting a safety car at some point, but maybe not taking too much of a risk on it. Depending when that safety car comes out, if we get one early doors, obviously it suits the soft tyre runners, but you could see the medium guys suddenly delete them if it comes out at the right time and get track position. So it comes out early enough that the soft guys do need to pit, but probably can't get to the end. It completely changes the mess of their strategy. So anyway, we're lining up on the grid now. We've got a nice view of the start. Can Glads hold on to that lead into turn 1. So lights begin to come on. 4, 5. Medium sort of pulls, and we are off. Glads does look like he got off the line well. So did the Mercedes behind him, Shamrock, who looks for the inside at turn 1, and it looks like Shamrock's got that done and takes the lead of the race from P3 on the grid. He does indeed. Let's have a try and keep an eye on all this. It looks like everybody's got through okay. There was a yellow flag at sector 1, so something must have happened, but as RKA has gone for a move on his teammate and sent him into the barrier. Silver Eagle's going to be fuming about that. He's done it to his own teammate, and now Leno is out. He retired right at the start of qualifying, disqualified from the formation lap, now out of the race on lap 1. Not a good day for Leno, but Silver Eagle's going to be furious with his teammate. We do have the full safety car. It happens so often, let's be honest. It's back. All street circuits can be a bit like that, so you kind of get used to it. You expect it. Let's have a look then. So who were the big gainers off the start? Biggest gain. Well, there's a few on free places gained. Meki's up 3, Christo's up 3, Idlenorth's up 3, so all good starts from them. Obviously, Junk and Shamrock jumped from 3rd to lead the race ahead of Glads. Biggest loser at the moment is obviously Silver Eagles, down 13 places, starting P2. And other than that, RKA's lost 5 as well. So not only have the Aston Martins, well, let's just leave it. That's it for internal team talk, I think, between those two. A few pitters then, so there clearly was some bits of damage going on. Oh, there's a lot of pitters actually, not just a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 8 pitters. Meki's one of them. One of our big gainers, Meki, was one of them. So, gotta assume these guys are all going to medium compounds, I would have thought, so yeah. Even our only hard runner had to pit and has gone on to the mediums now. The tool one stop, it'd be a medium to soft from here. Again, could give him a bit of an advantage over the soft guys if safety car comes out at the right time for them. Trying to get onto the stream. There we go. I'm onto the stream now. If anybody wants to make any comments, I can respond to you. I can see it now. In a way, action early on. So from 5th place down to 15th then. So 11 drivers all now on medium tyres. Those guys that started in mediums have had a bit of a gain there, early doors. But we got treated there to an absolute brilliant start off the line from Drunken Shamrock. Who, I mean, Glads didn't get off the line badly, but Drunken Shamrock absolutely flew off the line and just sort of went between the two cars ahead of him. So thank you very much. I'll have the inside line into turn 1 and 2 and take the lead of the race. That'll do me. I don't know why places are being exchanged for... Oh, right, okay, because one was coming into the pits. That's why that happens. Okay. So Tesco in. Why is he in? He's just put fresh mediums on. Has he had a knock on a wall or something? Looks like he has. There's a new front wing waiting for him. Oh, Tesco would be unhappy with himself there. On the wall, under safety car. Let's take an extra pit stop. Fortunately, the safety car is going for this lap, so as we know, it's quite a long lap, so a lot can be done. Regards to sort of pit stop strategy, I'm expecting that if we don't get interrupted by safety cars again, you can expect one stop from everybody now that's on the track. That will be the intended in way. From here, soft will go to medium, possibly even to hard if they decide to pit a bit earlier, maybe get an undercut. And medium will look to hold on to their tyres and go to softs later on and be quick at the end. There is the possibility that Christo Idlenorth and Baz, who started on mediums, may opt to do a medium to hard strategy. It is technically the fastest strategy around here, according to the game. There's the confirmation then from race control. Safety car is in this lap. So let's go on board with Glad so we can get an idea, see if we can spot Shamrock going. See if Glad's can too. So it's quite a long wait here really, because the safety car takes off. It's got a long way to go. There goes Shamrock. Glad's reacts reasonably well to it. I don't think he's reacted well enough that he's going to get a chance into turn 1. Don't see any moves, obvious moves going on down the field. Nobody's moving out to have a look to the inside. It's a bit further down the order. Tesco makes a move on Silver Eagle. Gets into P14. There's nice close running at the moment. Trying to keep an eye down the field as Vito drops to the back, gets overtaken by Tesco and Silver Eagle. Still seems to be running okay. He's not struggling turning the corners, so I don't think he's got any damage or anything. It's good. This is Glad's now on the back of Drunken Shamrocks. Glad's really trying to force something, and he's going to get a move done here. Shamrock just come out of that turret corner. On the power, slightly too hard on the curb. Gave him out oversteer. So Glads now takes the lead. He'll see if he can manage to eke out any sort of gap. It will be difficult, even without DRS. The toe is pretty strong. Although Shamrock looks like he might come under pressure from Winter Place here. Let's go on board with Winter Place. He's getting a double toe, of course, for Glads and Shamrock. He decides it's not quite close enough. And the Hats boys are running very nicely, P3 and P4 at the moment. As Tesco has to come into the pits. And who was that then? That just hit that? I missed that. Was it Gary? It was Gary. Oh, I am sorry, Haas. I've just put the commentator's curse on you. Said you're running well in P3 and P4, and Gary clatters the exit of turn 2. Loses his front wing. It's brought us out a virtual safety car. Tesco would be thinking, oh, why can't it be a full one? Let me get back up to the back, but it's not, so... Shame for Haas that that's just happened to Gary. Winter Place is all okay. It's one of the dangers of any street circuit, but obviously Baku is notorious for it, really. But so then, virtual safety car should be ending any moment. We've got Drunken Shamrock on the back of Glads. Hoping for any little sign of weakness from Glads. It's not so long ago that Glads overtook him, and the safety car is going to stop. Shamrock's got to run. He's opted not to use any power to try and go for this, so it's all done under tow. He doesn't decide to make a move. Where did third place go? Oh, Winter Place pitted. Okay. So people pitting off the softs already, despite the fact we've had a full safety car and a virtual. And this time, Drunken Shamrock does get the move done under DRS into turn 3. Nice move, clean move. Clean moves are always nice moves, that's what we like to see. And Glads will no doubt stick to the back of Drunken Shamrock. They could well end up swapping positions quite a bit through this race if they stay close. Oh, Vito. Well, Lancer's on a postcard, but that's going to bring out a full safety car. I mean, he's done that coming out the pits. Stewards may need to look at that, I'm not going to lie. It seemed very, very strange. Well, he got a 5-second penalty for crossing the white line on pit exit, and then it looked to me like he just threw it into the wall out of annoyance, but stewards will have to decide that, and it's so frustrating if it is, because it brings out a full safety car. Winter Place had just pitted off of softs onto mediums under full race conditions. It means that Drunken Shamrock and Glads, if they so wish, can come in under safety car conditions. I'm not entirely sure they will. But to find out. So Shamrock does, and so does Glads, yeah. So you might see hard tyres here to the end. Let's just see, where is Winter Place? He's coming down the straight, but of course he's got Delta. So I don't think... No, he's not going to get... There's Glads. So Glads is out the pits. There's Winter Place. So he's still just behind Glads, but Drunken Shamrock has managed to end up with Ghost Rider between him and Glads, which he will love seeing. Managing to put a car in between the two of them. Be over the moon with that one. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, Ghost Rider. Look, I mean, this is confusing now. Look, I've got two different Ghost Riders. You must know each other. Both called Ghost Rider. Only difference I can see is that you've got a capital R on the rider. He hasn't. But you both got 5 numbers after your name as well. You must. Or is that like a Ghost Rider thing? Do you all put your last 5 digits of your phone numbers after your name or something? So, they all gather up once again. Ghost Rider for the win, says Ghost Rider. Not biased at all. Well, it's not been a greatest start to the Grand Prix. This is our second full safety car. We've had a virtual safety car. That, for me, was, well, unless you can provide proof otherwise, for me, it was just about caught on stream, and that looked like a deliberate DNF. Out of frustration of picking up the 5 seconds for crossing the white line. And why you deliberately DNF on a track where you know there's likely to be another safety car, maybe even 2 or 3 of them. Bewilders me. So, to be quite honest, there's nothing to pick at the moment. Obviously the safety car is gathering all the drivers up together, but there's no obvious standout. I mean, you've obviously Drunken Shamrock and TTV Glads now on fresh mediums, with the fact that they're doing a couple of laps under safety car to start with, means I'm sure they can take those to the end. But I suppose they're in the best position of anyone. I don't think anybody else. Well, the guys down the back, you know, sort of Baz and Bob Dylan have both pitted onto fresh mediums, can take theirs to the end as well, providing they've used the other compound, which they both did because they both qualified top 10. Everybody started in the top 10, starting on soft. Gary as well. And Winter Place as well, but sort of predictions. If I was to have to take a guess from here, I'd say Drunken Shamrock's probably favourite from here. Because he's managed to get a Ghost Rider in between him and Glads. Safety car should be coming in. Everybody's called up. There it is. I was just thinking I haven't seen the confirmation yet, but there it is. So we get ready to go again. Let's then go to Idle North, currently running P2 behind Christo. These guys will enjoy their time at the front. There goes Christo. Oh, Idle North was a little bit slow on reaction. He may come under pressure from Meki, his teammate. Into turn 1. They're going to be side by side. This is probably best because it stops RKA from making a move as well. Oh no! It's the second time in the race that teammates have gone side by side and ended up spinning. So this time it's Meku's round. So, Fentos won't mind. He's up to P3. Junkin Shamrock's already up to P4. It's just getting better for him. Ghost Rider's dropped... Oh, Ghost Rider had to pit. Now, I did hear somebody clatter a wall, so I'm guessing it must have been Ghost Rider who's pitted and stuck on a set of hards. Fentos right on the back of Idle North. Drunken Shamrock in the turn. Oh, in fact, he may get a chance here. Fentos was out of shape on the exit. And he's going to take... Well, he was going to take the session, but can you believe it? He's been kicked out of the session. Just as he was making an overtake. Oh, that's going to be horrendous for him. Let me see if I can invite him in quickly. Let's try and make it so he has as little damage done to his race as possible. Can you believe that's happening just as he's making a move for P3? He had it done as well. He's already down to P7. That is so harsh. Just for anybody that is watching or does watch the stream back at all, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but Microsoft have actually put a statement out apologising for disconnects from multiplayer games. There's been they've been having Xbox Live issues for a little while and have apologised for it and say they're working on it. So before anybody shouts the bloody game or something like that, it's not F1 for once. It's not F1. As Glad makes a move then and moves ahead of Silver Eagle into P3. Ventos will be next up. But that little moment of Shamrock dropping out the session could end up costing him the win here. He's already moved. He is back with us and he's back up into P5 already. So, okay, close. They're running. Ooh, and Glads is having a look, but this ain't the place to do it, mate. Not into Castle. A few races back in another league, I saw somebody try and go through Castle side by side. Let's just say it didn't pan out well for either of them. And down to the main straight now. You've got to think Christo's going to become. DRS isn't activated yet, is it? It'll be next lap. So, as Glads has a look at Fentos then, just as we come up to the left-right. Fentos having a look back though. Fentos looked like he come out of that pretty well. Baz is joining. Oh, sorry, Baz, I didn't notice you've been kicked as well. So Fentos gets the run on Glads, powers his way down the straight, and retakes P2. I mean, Christo will not mind at all. These guys fighting behind him. It helps him out, takes some pressure off. Right, I'm just going to go to cockpit. I'm just going to run through all the drivers and see if anybody's ghosted. As who was that? That was Drunken Shamrock getting ahead of Silver Eagle for P4. He's now on the back of Glads already. So he'll be annoyed at the timing of that being chucked out the lobby, but he'll be over the moon with the way he's recovered it so far. So it looks like everybody's solidified. So it looks like everybody's with us. That's the main thing. Oh, that was the Red Bull. Had a little touch on the wall. That was Fentos. Looked like it was a pretty level sort of side-on touch, so I don't think it'd have caused any damage there. Glads, though, looks like he's going for the move. Let's go on board with him. He's just backed out of it. Maybe sensible. Obviously coming up to a part. Oh, he touches the back of Christo. And Shamrock takes full advantage and retakes P2 at this point. Ahead of Glads now. Gotta say, what a recovery it's been from Shamrock since he desynced out of the lobby. Glads does get the place back on the straight. They'll both get DRS. They catch Christo at an absolute rate of knots going towards turn 1, but it's going to be too late. Whether they'll end up close enough to have a go at him into turn 3. Looks like Glads might get a chance. You would think, yeah, Glads has opened DRS as well. He's bound to want to try and make a move. It looks like Shamrock's going to make a move. That looks a bit naughty from Shamrock. That looks a bit late, if not, in all honesty. Christo's fighting it. And I'm just commentating on what it looked like in real time to me. But it may have hurt Shamrock. He's falling back from Glads pretty quickly. Can't see any obvious wing damage there to him. Doesn't look like Christo's got any either. So, oh, ooh, well saved, Christo. Yeah, can't see anything obvious. Well, he's got Winter Place absolutely all over the back of him now. But this is tyre wear now. This is where Christo's 11-lap old mediums against the fresher ones are really struggling. I mean, for that previous incident, you can understand Drunken Shamrock wanting to get past. You know, he knew Glads was going through, and he didn't want to end up with a car between them. So you can understand his eagerness. Oh, Silver Eagle! Oh, wow, okay. That's a different place to do it, and it's a full safety car. As it always is around here. Any little incident, full safety car, pretty much. So where is he? I can't actually see. Oh, my word, he's just there on the right-hand side, guys. So he's lost it at the left-right, I think. That's the only thing... That's the only thing that I can think he's done there. It's a good job his car was gone there, Mecky, because he was right on that line. So, people coming in for new tyres then. And you can't blame them. RKA's been in, and is already out. This is Gary. This is Christo, who's taking the opportunity to stick a set of hards on till the end. Ventos also. Odor Norse doing it. Ghost Rider's already on hards to the end in a way. That actually could be important later on in the race when lads in Winter Place, Drunken Shamrock, Baz, Bob Dylan, as their tyres begin to get sort of 11, 12, well, we saw with Christo, about 11 laps old for the mediums. They really begin to suffer a bit. And there's still 14 laps left in the race, and they're already on 5 laps, so they're looking at pushing these mediums 19 laps to the end. These guys, which is a long way. Winter Place to be 20 laps, in fact. Wonder if any of them might think, actually, I'll give up the Ghost on this and let's stick another set on. The problem is you do that and then another safety car happens and you regret doing it. Oh, Wydell North picked up a drive-through under safety car. Oh, you'll be fuming. So Winter Place does do it. He does decide, actually, I'm going to stick a new set of tyres on. So does Bob Dylan. Now, it's going to be close to the cars behind them. It's going to be really close. And it's Winter Place. Careful. Don't want to cross the white line too early there. He does get out just ahead of Christo. Bob Dylan. Look how much difference that was, despite the fact they went into the pits really close to each other. We've ended up with 3 cars in between them. Christo, Gary and RKA. Nobody tell Bob Dylan that they've just stuck a set of medium tyres that are already 5 laps old. So he's literally just pitted one 5-lap old set to another. Unless the reason he lost those 3 places was due to maybe he needed a new wing. I don't know. So then, you've got to say, all of a sudden, Place looks pretty good for this race win now. In fact, the two Haas, who are now running P4 and P6. Now, I've got to be careful here. I cursed them earlier on. As soon as I said they were doing well, they one spun literally on the next corner. So, but the two Haas who are now running P4 and P6 are looking great here. Christo's also looking good. I know some people think, yeah, he's on hard tyres though. They work well around Baku to the hards, so I shouldn't worry too much about that. There's certain tracks that the hards seem to work really well on, and Baku's one of them. Singapore's another. It didn't work for me last night though, at Netherlands, Zandvoort. If you're wondering why is Gary putting the revs right up like that, I think it's a technique to try and waste some fuel. He's obviously, well, everybody's going to be overfueled. Free full safety cars, a virtual safety car, of course they're overfueled. So now other people deciding to take pit stops. Meki is actually put on a set of softs. It's too early, Meki. I hate to tell you, mate, softs. You're looking about 7 laps at most on softs. Oh, Ghost Rider picks up 5 seconds for crossing the white line. Let's check the 2 penalties. Oh yeah, of course I don't know, got a drive-through nightmare with him. Sorry, doing the wrong thing here. Let's do a position changes. Who's looking good for a driver today? Christo is. He's up 7 places. Easily our top gainer at the moment, and he's on fresh hards as well, so actually Christos in a great place to take driver of the day today. And looking at the guys behind him, he will come under pressure early doors, there's no doubt about that. If we can hold him off a little bit, then it takes probably 2 laps, 2 to 3 laps I'll say, for the hards to sort of bed in a bit around here. Start working for you. So I believe we'll be coming in this lap. Don't see any reason why we wouldn't. And we go in, so it'll be restart lap 16, that means 11 laps remaining. There's the confirmation from race control. We'll ride with Drunken Shamrock on the back of Glad, see if we can catch him out. Here we go then. Lads goes. I don't think Drunken Shamrock's going to get a look at him into turn 1. Let's go to the broadcast. Who was that? That was Baz going in. Baz going into the pits. For some reason. Idle North chooses not to serve his drive-through on the first lap. Ventos gets ahead of Bob Dylan. Let's go to... No, let's stick with these guys. They are very close. They're all close, obviously. Baz out the pits then. So not entirely sure what happened. Oh, he's now got a yellow flag. Oh, Baz, what you done? Can't see any damage. I think he's okay. Can't see any damage. He's just done something a little silly. Put exit or something. Just a position change. Lads at the moment, looks like he's just created a tiny bit of a gap. Ghost Rider picks up 3 seconds. It's all falling apart for Team Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. So, Winter Place looks like he may be able to get it if he can get through the left-right as well, or even better in Shamrock. He may be able to have a look at him. He's going to have a look at him. He's going to get it done as well. On comes the ERS. Gets it done reasonably comfortably. Well before the braking zone. As Ida North comes in to serve that drive-through. He won't drop to the back at least. Looking at where he is in the pits, he's not going to come out a million miles behind the back of the pack. So he may have a chance to catch back up. It's going to take a while, but he might do. He's pit exit now, so the back of the pack's just going down to turn 3 now they're in. And he's in turn 2, so he's that length of straight behind them. So this battle continues. To be honest, Glads and Winter Place are the closest battle on track at the moment. I will keep an eye on the other intervals, just in case we get a closer one. Like to try when I'm streaming to get a chance to try and watch as many people as we can. It's really putting Glads under pressure now. So this is the power of those fresher tyres. Look, there's nothing Glads can do to get away from him. And Winter Place is going to get him into turn 1 again. He's going board again. It's almost identical to the move on Drunken Shamrock. There's just nothing Glads can do. Those fresher tyres, the choice to pit from Winter Place was inspired. So into the lead goes Winter Place, our current champion. Bob Dylan into the pits. Ah, Bob, what happened? He must have needed a new front wing, I think. So Kyle North's going to go past him. He should get out ahead of Baz. He's going to crank P11 by the looks of things. Guys, just stay on the back of Winter Place at the moment. Just can't get away. But I mean, now DRS will be activated again. It's still that situation. It's so hard to get away from the guy behind on when you've got a DRS zones like that you've got around here. Into Castle. I usually don't like that camera view, but it kind of works around Castle. You see how tight it is and how close to the wall to come every single lap. So, just going to take us to the battle behind for third between Shamrock, Gary and RKA. These guys are just a bit closer together. I will in a moment actually switch to a bit further down. In fact, I'm going to... Oh, I'm not going to because they're side by side. We could go free of breath here. Do indeed. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like it's the Haas. Gary into P3. Drunken Shamrock in the end comes out of it in P4. With RKA P5. But great battle down there. The one I was going to move to was going to be Ghost Rider on the back of Christo, but he didn't get the move done. In fact, he's fallen back off of Christo. Touch on the wall there. But Christo's on the back of Meki. Away from the DRS parts now, so it's just spacing out a little bit. Cars now. It's just over a second between second and third, third and fourth, fourth and fifth. We'll have just over a second. I'm just wondering, has RKA picked up damage, or was it him that hit the wall? Because Fentos is catching him easy. He's lost his right end plate on the front wing. Oh, this corner is always difficult. So he's going to have to pit. It's late on, he'll be going to softs now. So you go into the pits here. Ventus will make his way past. Winter Place sets the fastest lap of the race, 42.4. Respectable race lap. So into the pits comes RKA. It looks to me he's definitely behind the McLaren of Ghost Rider. He should get out of the pits ahead of Idle North, so I think he'll come out in P9. Glads is just holding on to the back of Winter Place. It's so difficult, and dare I say it, that the Haas guys are now running P1 and P3. Double podium for Haas. We'll see them shoot up the rankings. And only the two guys with penalties so far, so brilliant driving from people, not picking up the old 3 seconds. Oh, we've lost Ghost Rider. No, we got another safety car. Right, does everybody pit for softs? I'm going to be honest, if it was me, I wouldn't pit for softs. I'd let everybody else do it if they want to do it. Well, I wouldn't do it because I would take track position. Depends where you are on the track, of course, and what the gap is behind you. I'd suggest that probably Christo could. He's got the gap behind him of 17 seconds. So he definitely could. He's got that option, but the guys ahead, I don't think the advantage of pitting softs is good for them, depending on how long the safety car is out for. Winter Place is in. I think Gary continues through and takes the lead of the race. Glads has come in, Shamrock's come in. Well, we'll see in the end, but for me, that might be a mistake. They may have just handed the win to Gary. Ventus has gone through as well. He's taken P2. Christo did pit, but maybe it wasn't good for Christo in the end because he could have got some nice track position there, but as I said, he had the gap behind him to do it. Well, I said that, but RKA's just gone through against him. This pit stop seems to take forever once he was stationary. So all these guys will just confirm it, but I'm sure they've all turned to soft tyres. Yeah, so as you can see, Winter. Oh look, Drunken Shamrock's pitted and it's stuck 7-lap-old softs on. Oh, you love it sometimes, don't you? Why has it done that? That is literally means he's just taken an absolute, completely pointless pit stop. And could have gone for track position instead. He's going to be, well, if he's realised it, he's going to be fuming. And that is probably because of getting kicked out of the lobby earlier on that it's done that. Can't be sure. It's probably why it's done it. But for me, I think Gary wins this race from here. We're not going to get going next lap. So the latest we get going is lap 23. So, not guaranteed that he'll win the race at all, but for me, he's put himself in the right position. He's given him a great shout of doing so. Winter Place has, of course, got a chance with the fresh softs. They're likely to only have one lap of DRS. If we get going lap 23, we'll have lap 23, 24, 25 and 26. So no, sorry, they'll get 2 laps of DRS. 1.5 really, isn't it? Shamrock pits again. Is that because it put old tyres on him? He's pit for another set of tyres. Well, he's going to be fuming that that's happened, and I can't blame him, to be honest. But again, no, I'm not entirely sure I would have hit it again because of it. But there we have it. Whichever way we look at it now, we're coming down to the nitty-gritty of the race. So, any predictions? Do you guys think Gary will hold on to it? Do you think Fentos might take it? Or do you think the fresh softs of Winter Place and Glads would prove too much for them? You can... It's all about defending on DRS straights, isn't it? And if you can do that, it's not the corners. The corners, you can stick the car in such a place that the guy behind just can't get past you. But around there, but defending the DRS straights against guys with completely fresh stops may be difficult. I think for this one, let's take Winter Place's view. Should be going, so we'll be lap 23 as suggested. Let me get going. 4 laps remaining. Should get the thing come up now saying safety car in this lap. There we go. It's all called up. We've got 11 runners remaining. Which, to be fair, for Baku, after starting with 16, 11 remaining at the end isn't too bad. I've seen a lot worse than that before. It's oh, and 5 seconds for RKA. Severe collision with Meki. Gotta be careful. There goes Gary. He's gone. Fentos reacts pretty well to him. I think Winter Place got caught a little. Well, he did get caught a little bit. He's did have Glads coming alongside, but he just pushed away from him. Silver Eagle's going Bads for the win. I reckon that's a great shout. Everybody else retires in front. Glads then can't get a move done. But, give me some sort of better view, coders, please. There we go. Here we have it. It'll be pretty uniform around the rest of this first lap. As I say, that Winter Place gets ahead of Fentos. Fentos looks to fight off Glads, who's maybe been a bit too eager, trying to follow Winter Place through. I understand it, because you can sort of think, you know, well, in Glad's mind, if he could have got past, it could all roll out that he ends up with the DRS later on in the right at the end, which could be a telling factor. But so if he gets stuck behind Fentos, which he is at the moment, that's RKA is retired on track. Okay, never good to see people retiring on track. Ahead of Fentos then goes TTV Glads. He's dropped back from Winter Place by a second and a half though. Now Will the Hash just swapped the positions. Looks like Gary wants to win this race, but for the sake of the constructor, it might be better to just let Winter Place go here. Sometimes you've got to play the team game, and by holding Winter Place up, he's allowing the Glads to get back onto the back of him again. You can see the gap now. It's now within a second. That's how close he's managed to get. Let's just have a look down the rest of the guys. Nice close racing from everyone. It's good stuff going on. Drunken Shamrock Oh, Christo runs wide on the right-hander just before Castle, allowing Drunken Shamrock to make it back up to 6th now. He's making his way back through the field very nicely. We'll go to the leaders in a second. I think we're probably going to see another challenge for the lead. Shamrock right on the back of Meki. Let's go to the leaders then, because I think, well, we're definitely going to see a challenge for the lead. I really do think Gary should have played the team game on the last lap. DRS now enabled, and surely now, at least for Winter Place, surely Gary will be a sitting duck. I think even Winter Place is saying, look, let me pie. Get the team to win with ease if you just let me past. Right, now you've got to defend Glads, Gary. He's going to want to come past as well. But doesn't get close enough on this occasion. So now's the telling moment. Can Gary hold back Glads for the rest of this lap? Just allow Winter Place to build that lead. Whatever's being, we're down to 10 drivers, so everybody, I was just about to say, if everybody finishes, everybody gains points, and then Idle North spins it. That's Castle, I think. He's binned it in Castle. He's at the back now, so I can't move to a car to be able to see it, but yeah, that is in Castle. Too late for a safety car. There will be no safety cars. I think we've had all 5 in a way now. Don't have more than 5 in a race, so right, let's go on board with Glads. Can he get close enough to Gary to make a move into turn 1? Gotta think is well. Oh, Gary defended that brilliantly. Stopped him from getting a cut back to moving. Make a move into turn 2. He makes a move in a way, and surely now with DRS he's going to sail past into turn 3. But Winter Place has got the lead thanks to his teammate. He's got the lead he needed. There's a yellow in sector 1. Down at turn 1 is Bob Dylan. Oh, Bobby boy, make sure you finish the race, Mucker. Pick up your points. You've deserved them today. Driven well all race. So that you're going through Gary's mind now is, come on, stay close to him, stay close to him. You might get a chance under DRS towards the line if you can stick within the second. Well, you need to stick within at least the half a second, really. But he's chopped out of it. The tyres just wouldn't allow him to do it, and now he has to think, oh, hang on, I got to defend Drunken Shamrock. No! Oh my word! I've cursed him. I've just completely cursed Haas today. I'm so sorry, Haas. So Johnny... Oh, Gary's gone. We're on board with the right person there. Wow. Oh, Gary, what have you done? What have you done, man? Well, we're going to see the guys cross the line in a way. Winter Place then crosses the line to win the Baku Grand Prix. TTB Glads for P2, the current champion. So that's our current champion P1, our championship leader P2. Meki P3. Is that right? Drunken Shamrock was there, or is that a timing glitch? May need to watch that back, Bob Dylan, because I think that might have been a timing glitch. I'm not sure. Just going by what the game says, Meki P3, Christo 4, Fentos 5, Drunken Shamrock 6, Baz 7, and Bob Dylan 8 are our finishers for today. But as I say, I think that was a timing glitch at the end. I can't remember Drunken Shamrock having a penalty. Driver of the Day is awarded to Meki. I'll have a look in a second, see if I agree with that. There's definitely several options. Winter Place is definitely in with a shout. Not just because he won the race, but it's the way he went about it. Clever. Celebrate the podium. That should be 2 Haas up there. Gary has probably just destroyed a pad or something like that in his room, I expect. So congratulations, Winter Place. TTV Glads takes second and fastest lap with 141.9. Meki P3. Drunken Shamrock, yeah, it's not shown any penalties, so I'm going to turn this around. I think you'll find Drunken Shamrock finish P3, Meki 4, Christo 5, Fentos 6, then Baz 7, Bob Dylan 8, and they are our only finishers. Gary P9, DNF'd on the final lap. He's going to be fuming with himself. Let's just do the scroll down so that the guys have got the standings for the finishing positions and everything for the standings. And just in case stewards need it, we'll do a quick scroll down the incidents. Actually, for a Baku race, that's not very many, in all fairness. No, a massive congratulations then for Winter Place, who was sneaky today. Find it hard, really, to... I'm torn between Winter Place and Fentos for driver of the day. If I'm honest, if Gary had finished, I probably would have gone with Gary if he hadn't ditched it last lap. It's a really hard one, but I think because of the strategy, the way it all played out and the way it worked out for him, I think I'll go with our winner for driver of the day, Winter Place, for a brilliant, solid drive and to get himself right back in the running for this year's championship or this season's. So well done to him and to the podium guys. Not much else to say. We're back. Remember, it's only a 7-race season, so next week we are back for round 6 of the penultimate round already. Just get into the calendar. Here we are. So we are. Oh, come on, Discord. Yeah, of course you won't open the calendar. How annoying is that? There we go, I got it. Right, excellent. We go to Interlagos, Brazil for round 6. We're to be either a short or full qualifying, followed by 50% race. So I think that's same as tonight, really. It's either short or full. I think that depends on the number of drivers. I'm surprised we didn't do full tonight, actually, because we had 16 on the grid. But anyway, we are at Interlagos next week, 19th of June. The final race, round 7, the 26th of June, will be Portugal, Portimao in Portugal, where it will be a short qualifying, 100% race with double points on offer. So it really will be, with a short season like this, there could be loads of drivers in with a chance. So, you know, be sure to tune in for the final 2 races. It's been a great season so far. I've enjoyed it very much, and we'll continue to enjoy it to the end. As always, guys, a huge thank you to all of you that tuned in throughout the broadcast. Thank you also to anybody who watches it back. It's all really appreciated, I promise you. I hope you enjoy it as well. Enjoyable race. I'll say a lot of safety cars just slows things down a bit, but very enjoyable race. Good strategies going on. That was what I liked about it, was seeing the different strategies from people, and when they stopped and when they didn't and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, massive thank you guys, and I will see you same time next week, so 6 PM next week for Interlagos. Thank you very much and good night.